What's up, everybody? Coach Hip coming at you for your workout on Thursday, April 23rd. If you read the blog last night and know what you're in for today, you know you're in for a hellacious Metcon, real long one. About 20 minutes of work today, or 16 minutes of work. We got 2 minutes of rest in between. The workout is called You Better Get Some Burpees In, and that's basically all we're going to do for about 16 minutes. So let's see how many we can rack up in that amount of time. How this is going to go, it's 2 separate 8-minute EMOMs with 2 minutes of rest in between each of them. All you're going to need is just yourself and the barbell that you have at home or a pair of dumbbells that you have at home. As always, if you've got some other piece of equipment that you've been improvising with over the past couple of weeks, like a weighted backpack, always feel free to use that as well. But how this is going to go, you better get some burpees in. The first 8-minute EMOM is going to start with 4 thrusters. So weight will start on the floor. We'll pick it up, hit 4 thrusters, and then in the remaining time in each minute after you do those 4 thrusters, we've got burpees in the remaining time. So those set of 4 thrusters, whether you're doing barbell or dumbbell, should be unbroken all the way through. There's no need for 4 reps to be dropping that barbell or those dumbbells at all. So it should be real quick in and out, and then you should have probably close to 50 seconds or so to do burpees in the remaining time. After that 8-minute EMOM is done, we'll rest for 2 minutes, and then we'll start the second 8-minute EMOM, which again is going to start with either your barbell or set of dumbbells. We're going to switch up the movement to 3 squat cleans, which will start on the ground for every rep. Barbells, feel free to go touch and go if you can, although barbell, if you want to hit quick singles right from the get-go, if we're gassed from the first 8 minutes, that would be fine. I just want those singles to be really, really quick. Barbell weights for both EMOMs today are 95-65 for fitness, and then open is 115-75. If you're slinging dumbbells, fitness is 30-20 for the first EMOM, and then obviously we're going to stay at the same weight for the second EMOM, 30-20 for fitness, and then performance and open are going to go 35-25. If you're slinging dumbbells for the second piece, for the squat cleans, those should be touch and go all the way. Just like your thrusters in the beginning, those 4 thrusters go unbroken. Same thing with your squat cleans if you're using dumbbells, 3 of them unbroken. Make sure that one head of the dumbbell touches the ground before every rep begins. And then from there, we'll hit those squat cleans. And again, in the remaining time in that second 8-minute EMOM, we're going to do burpees in the remaining time. We'll score burpees all the way at the end of this thing. So if you can keep track, that's great. Good luck. But if not, we'll basically be just be doing about 16 minutes of burpees here and seeing how far that we can get. Once that is done, feel free to rest as needed before we start the second piece, which is just going to be a nice accessory mile run, not for time or anything like that. If you just need to use that for a little bit of recovery, cool. But just use this as some mile running practice for hopefully the Murph that we'll get to hit over Memorial Day weekend if we get a chance to all be back together at that time. So that's what we got today. You better get some burpees in. That's the name of the workout, and I don't think you'll have a problem doing that. Tips or strategy for today's workout: get off your barbell or get off your dumbbells as quickly as you possibly can, from minute 1 to minute 16. And as we're moving through burpees, again, we've got about 16 minutes that we're going to be doing burpees today because of the limited amount of time that we're actually going to be spending underneath the barbell or your dumbbells. So find a pace that we can stay pretty steady all the way throughout. Make sure that you're breathing, find a rhythm, find a tempo, just maybe a little, maybe put on a song on repeat with the same rhythm that you can vibe to in and out all the way through. But those are really the only tips that I got for you other than just survive that many burpees. All right, first part of the warm-up today, we're going to go on a nice 5-minute run. How I want you to do that, either with your phone in hand or a watch if you have one on. I want you to head out your front door wherever you are, or even if you have like a treadmill that's near you in the basement, that's fine. I would just say do like a 5-minute jog to get things started. But if you don't have one of those, I'd say head out your back door, head out your front door, run around the neighborhood. I want you to go 2 minutes and 30 seconds out wherever you are, and once you see 2:30 hit on the clock, I want you to just turn around, retrace your steps, and then come on back to your garage, your basement, or whatever room you're working out in your house. So 5-minute run either on a treadmill or out in your neighborhood or down your street. 2:30 out, 2:30 coming back. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Once you're back in from your run, we're going to keep the warm-up flowing here. We are going to work in sets of 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2, okay? Decreasing by 2 reps, starting at 10, going all the way down to 2, and once we hit our round of 2, we are going to climb the ladder back up from 4, 6, 8, 10. For each of those sets, there's going to be a separate movement. So for the set of 10, anytime that you do a set of 10, either on the way down or coming back up to finish it, we are going to do 10 Samson lunges. So you're going to interlock your fingers. You're going to lunge forward with the right or left leg. Big stretch up through. Go ahead and arch your back. We'll go 1 on the right, 1 on the left, so that would be 2. We'll go 5 on each leg for a total of 10. So you'll start with 10 Samson lunges. We will then move into 8 jumping air squats, 6 side lunges to stretch out that groin, 4 hollow holds into a Superman. So how that will look, you guys have probably done that plenty of times before. You'll start in that hollow body position, and using no hands, you'll roll yourself over to a Superman position. That's 1. Back into that hollow hold. We've got 4 of those, and then we're going to finish with 2 burpees. After you do your 2 burpees, we're climbing back up the ladder. We're going 4 hollow holds to Superman, 6 side lunges, 8 jumping air squats, and then finishing with 10 Samson lunges, okay? So go ahead and start with your 10 Samson lunges, take it down, and then we're going to come all the way back up. All right, so after that run and that little ladder is all done, we're going to do some stretching just right in place before we hit this thing. So what we're going to do to start, I want you to lunge out in front with your right leg. I'm going to try to get in camera as best I can. We're going to lunge out in front with your right leg. From here, if you need to balance yourself out against a table, chair, whatever, that's fine. This might be difficult to do just unassisted. So feel free to grab onto something if you need it. From here, that right leg will be out in front. I am going to pull that left foot up into my butt to get a nice quad and hip flexor stretch on that back left leg, okay? So if you need to hold on, again, to a desk, a chair, whatever, that's fine, but we'll call RX plus being able to do this with 2 hands, no assistance, just a big quad pull. Good, and from there, right leg is going to stay out in front. We're going to go into a perfect lunge stretch. So now we're going to sink in a little bit deeper into your hips. We'll drive that front knee out, and then trying our best to get our forearms or our elbows down towards the floor on the inside of your right foot. Good. From there, shoot your hips back. We'll go into a hamstring stretch. Right leg. Good, and then from there we'll go pigeon stretch on the right leg. Filming this early in the morning. If anybody else is like me during this quarantine, have you been drinking as much coffee as I've been drinking just sitting at home? Because I am buzzed up right now. Good, and relax that side. From here, before we switch to the other side and go through the same sequence, I want you to press up into a pike. And we're going to pedal those feet back and forth to stretch out those calves and in underneath your kneecaps. Just alternate that weight back and forth, driving those heels into the ground. Good. And then we're going to go same sequence on the other side. So left leg is going to lunge out in front. And again, like we started with, we're going to pull the heel of that right foot up towards your butt on that right side. Again, should feel a big stretch into your quad, your hip flexor. Not really focusing much on that left leg. It's just out there for balance. And again, like before, if you need to grab onto something to balance yourself out, please feel free to do that. Good, and relax that. We're going to go perfect lunge on the left side now. So again, driving that front knee out so we can sink a little bit deeper into those hips. Try to get those elbows, forearms down towards the floor. And then we'll shoot back up. We'll go hamstring stretch, left leg out in front. Good. Pigeon stretch. I think I might have sat in that one a little long. Does that feel good? Pigeon stretch, left side. Good, and then slowly walk your hands back into your feet or your feet into your hands, and then we'll stand all the way up. Okay, so that's what we got for the warm-up. Now, all up to you in the Metcon. Once again, name of the workout, you better get some burpees in. And of course, you're not going to have any problem doing that. That's essentially what we're going to do the whole time. So limit your time under the barbell, limit your time under dumbbells. Thrusters should be done unbroken no matter what piece of equipment that you're using. Squat cleans, if you're using a barbell, quick singles is fine if you need to. But again, I am really emphasizing the word quick. And dumbbells should have no reason to put down those dumbbells at any point in this workout. Thrusters or squat cleans should be touch and go the whole way. So limit your time on the equipment. We'll hit burpees in the remaining time. Just try to keep a running total if you care about your score. If you're just here for the fitness and don't care about the score, just zone it all out. get in a rhythm, find a tempo that you can maintain on burpees, and just get lost. So that's what we got. 2 8-minute EMOMs, rest 2 minutes in between each EMOM, and then as needed, just go ahead and rest after your better get some burpees in, Metcon is done, and then we've got an accessory mile run either on treadmill or outside, even though I know it's supposed to rain. That'll just make you run faster. So once you're done all that work, come on back here if you want a little bit of a cool down, and good luck. How was that? All done. So now we got a little bit of a cool down if you want one before you get on with the rest of your Thursday. What we are going to do, I'm going to have you do this independently on your own. We're going to go saddle stretch for 1 minute to start this cool down. So you'll be sitting on your heels, knees bent. For those of you that don't know what a saddle position is, we'll just sit back. It'll be a nice big quad and hip flexor stretch. If you can lay all the way on your back, that's great. But if you need your hands there for support, that's great too. Once that is done, we're going to go into a groin stretch on each side. So you'll saddle for 1 minute. From there, we're going to sit down on your left knee. We'll take the right leg out to really stretch out your groin, and your hands will come out in front. I want you to go 30 seconds on the right leg and then 30 seconds on the left. From there, we'll go into an ankle stretch or Achilles calf stretch. It kind of will hit every piece. We'll go 30 seconds on each leg of just an ankle stretch where we're taking our chest out over your knee, driving that knee out over your toe. Should feel a big stretch right back in there from all the running that you just did and burpees and squatting, all of it. So we'll go 30 seconds each side there. And then we're going to finish after all those burpees. We'll stretch out your burpee muscles right here. You'll take your right arm out flat beside you while you're laying on the ground, chest on the ground. Take your left foot around the back. So we're really stretching right in here. We'll spend 1 minute on that side, and then we'll switch, spend 1 minute on the left where the left arm is out, the right leg kicks around the back to really stretch out in here, or stretch out those burpee muscles so that hopefully you don't feel too bad the next day. Wednesday, a lot of burpees, Thursday, burpees today. Tomorrow, I hate to tell you, you're going to do burpees again. And then on Saturday, you're going to do burpees again. Try to get creative in these quarantine times, but burpees is something that you can always do. So once you're done that cool down, we'll see you on Friday.